Hello everyone and welcome to Friday. If you can't already tell from the lighting and my post-shower wet hair and my glasses, it is the end of the day. The end of a very, very long day. Very productive day though, and that's actually going to tie into what we're going to talk about. From time to time people ask us this particular question and we've answered it in comments. I believe we've probably answered it in the Q&A, but I don't think we've ever talked about it on the vlog itself. And I think it would be really interesting to talk about it today because it came up in a very specific way, and it reminded me that we've never addressed this. StephenVlog versus StephenPlays. That's not really a statement that you feel that you would read very often, but it happens, and people want to know, how do we decide which channel gets more attention? What scenarios do we look at to decide when we should be working on one channel over the other? In an ideal situation, the vlogs are fully caught up. So I wake up in the morning and I take care of the vlog from yesterday, which is the only thing to do, maybe a Q&A, maybe a mail video, take care of that, and then just spend the rest of the day on Let's Play stuff. That's ideal. Unfortunately, as you guys know who have been watching for any length of time, that's not how it usually works. Usually vlogs are at least somewhat behind, and because of that, I have to make a decision. Am I going to work on Let's Plays, or am I going to work on vlogs? And it's usually a pretty easy decision. It really is. It's the fact of the matter is StephenPlays has more subscribers, brings in more views, and as such, makes more money. So it's very easy for us to say, you know what, we devote more time to StephenPlays. The other thing that is actually really cool about StephenPlays is that it's scheduled. We schedule content ahead of time, and we actually have a calendar that tells you exactly what episode of what is coming out on what day and when. And we've been doing that for the entirety of the channel, actually. Ever since the channel's inception, we've been keeping this calendar. So, with those two things combined, it's real easy to just make StephenPlays the most important thing. To be able to say, you know what, I am going to meet these deadlines, these videos are going to come out every day at noon, and for the most part, like 99.9% of the time, we stick to that. And I'm really proud of us for that. So because we have a schedule, because we make more money, because there are more people that are going to see it, generally StephenPlays gets most of the attention. But there are times when that changes, and that changed tonight, which is what made me think to talk about this. Because we have been doing Saturday night content, which means that we do, you know, a Let's Play at noon every day, including Saturday, but on Saturdays, occasionally, whenever I work far enough ahead, at 6 p.m. we will do either Stephen and Friends or GTA Online or something different, something extra. Well, GTA Online was supposed to come out tomorrow night. But today, whenever it was time to sit down and edit that, I decided against it. The reason is there was already content that was going to be coming out on StephenPlays. So it's not like if I abandoned this, nothing would happen. There was already a video going to be coming out. Then I concluded that StephenVlog was almost about a month behind, and it's just unacceptable. It's too far. People start like getting very disappointed and like, oh, this will never catch up, just like the world is ending. So that has to change. I don't want it to be that far behind, and the problem with GTA Online in particular is that it takes like 7 or 8 hours to edit. I mean, it just takes forever to put those things together. And they're very fun to do, and they're very fun to present to you, and you guys definitely enjoy them, but they take forever. So I made the executive decision today to not do it. I didn't do it. I said, you know what? There's already going to be a video on StephenPlays on Saturday. I don't have to have another one, so I've chosen not to do it. So instead, I used all that time that I would have spent today working on one video, and I made a bunch of videos. I worked on StephenVlog all day, and I made 13 videos. That's crazy, but it's really, really useful. But that is one of the probably the best examples I've ever had where I had to make a decision what is more important. And I know people are excited for GTA Online, but it's not going to kill them to wait another week or two. It's just not. We have a lot of content coming down the pipeline for that, and it'll get there. But people have just been waiting patiently, and right now it's been like 1 or 2 vlogs every 5 days. 1 or 2 vlogs every 5 days. So for suddenly it just to be like, oh hey, here's 13 vlogs. Like that's the kind of stuff I needed to do. That's all there is to it. It's pretty simple, but a lot of times people wonder, and that is your question. Another thing people have asked is, whenever you go on road trips, why is it that vlogs fall behind and Stephen Plays stays up to date? And I think that that's a pretty easy answer. But if you are not aware, on YouTube there is literally a scheduled option. You can upload a video ahead of time and it will come out on its own. I'm not sitting at the computer every day at noon waiting for the second hand to cross over the minute hand and hit the button. So because of that, we schedule it ahead of time and we're good to go. And the vlogs can't continue to come out because they take a lot of time to edit. I mean, we can't start producing a vlog until we've lived the day. I know people are always saying, oh, you got one more vlog and you'll be caught up. And it's like, well, no, we're caught up because we can't release the day that we're currently living. That's another thing to think about. Lots of stuff to think about. Anyway, it's late. I do have a few more things I actually need to do, but tomorrow's another day and I'm excited to enter the day knowing that I released 13 vlogs because that was really necessary. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? Oh, and we need Eric the Swift's abilities. Boom! I feel like he kind of got the short end of the stick whenever it came to cool abilities.